On the dividend news, we'll go ahead and start off with the bad news, which the dividend cuts, guys. This is just a screenshot of the top companies that have cut their dividend in 2023. So if you guys want to pause it, you guys can, but some of the major ones: Advanced Auto Parts, Intel, Paramount Group. But on the good side, guys, if you are invested in Wingstop, they did end up hiking its dividend by 15.8% to 22 cents quarterly per share. That is an amazing dividend raise, guys. The other one that did also raise their dividend was Skyworks Solutions, which was a company I used to be invested in, but they did hike their dividend by 9.7% to 68 cents quarterly. The other one we do have is Ingredient, which did hike its dividend by 9.9%. That is an amazing raise, guys. And the second to last one, guys, we do have Nordson, which hiked its dividend by 4.6%, which is about 60 years consecutive raises. That is amazing. And then the last one, guys, we do have here is Badger Meter, which hiked its dividend by 20%. Very, very awesome. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 199 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what dividends came in, what options we managed, which ones we placed, and which ones we actually had a roll. And in general, guys, remember every single week we come back and we kick off the scripts that I do have. We're trying to grow this monthly dividend income. This is our projected amount that our portfolio generates on an average per month. So right now we're making about $345. This is kind of where we're trying to grow. We do have goals that try to focus on this and increasing it and allowing that compounding to go. But guys, the one that we're focused on today is the hourly work wage. This is if our portfolio was to go work an hourly, or I guess a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $1.99 per hour. We're going to eventually try to get this to minimum wage, but right now we're trying to get it to the $2 mark. I think that would be very awesome. I think this is the video, or this is the update that we will reach the $2 mark. So if the title shows $2 or so, something about that, then that means we did hit it. Otherwise, I'll use a different title, but hopefully it is this update, guys. As well, we are on video update 199, so it's very, very funny on that. But anyways, remember, guys, annual dividends so far 2023, so far $2,088.63, guys. I'm not sure how to describe this, but this is passive income, guys. We had to do absolutely nothing to generate these $2,088. I didn't have to invest my time into this, my portfolio, or my active income. I did invest. Now it's actually generating that for me passively. I could be sleeping, I could be doing other stuff, so it's very, very strong. As you see that we still have quite a couple more months. We have about maybe 5 more months, and we are very close to surpassing 2020's annual total 12-month year. So that is awesome. Over time, this is going to compound, and it's going to get better and better. It's going to just compound even greater. Another one that it's actually easier to see is on the quarterly dividends. If we look right now, we're on Q3 2023. We're trying to work on that, but you'll see this staircase, guys. It's just growing and growing. In the long term, we'll eventually get to the point where it's gonna pay all our expenses that we do required to live on a daily basis. So that's very awesome. On the options premium, we are so far about for the month of August, we're about negative $13, I believe, and 69 cents. So we're in the red right now, but that is okay, guys, because we did move up in some of our positions that we did have. On the option return, we're at 3.39%. So pretty cool to see that. If we look at the options in general, so far we're at $3,903.76, which is okay. We're trying to average about I believe $400, which honestly, let me pull up the goals, which that keeps us focused. Goal number 1, guys, is to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, and you're new to the channel, consider subscribing with that bell notification as well. If you guys wouldn't mind dropping a big thumbs up on the video, definitely goes a long way, costs you nothing, and it helps out. Definitely would appreciate it. And then guys, goal number 2, which we've already surpassed, was to reach $325 per month on average each quarter. We're at $345 or so. We're going to try to aim for $375 to about $400 by the end of the year. We'll see what happens. Anything on top of the $325 is just a cherry on top, guys. So it's very awesome. And then all the drips that happen, that's just going to compound faster and faster. Goal number 3 is to reach $118,000 invested of my own money. We're at $115,101, so we have about maybe $3,000 more to go. I think we'll achieve that one. That's within our control. Goal number 4, guys, dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio no matter what, at a minimum. I'm continuing to doing that, so that's pretty awesome. That was going to get achieved. Goal number 5 is to drip an additional $100 of my own money into companies that are actually going to go ex-dividend date, which I actually did this video. I guess I did this past week, which I'll show you once we jump over into Schwab. And then goal number 6 is to reach about $400 per month average selling options. We're going to get close to that. And then goal number 7, guys, which is try to get SCHD to about 1,000 shares. We're gonna work on that. I need to focus more on that because we're trying to get that, and then we could do about 10 covered calls, or about 10 covered calls. That would be some pretty good income there. If I show you here the dividend payout, you'll see that we do have these companies that are going ex-dividend date, and they will be paying out. But once later in the video, we'll kick these off and we'll see if any new companies announce dividends. I have all these tutorials for, or I have all these scripts available for free, guys. All I ask is that, you follow me by subscribing and you drop thumbs up on the videos, because that does help the channel in the long term. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So you'll see that the portfolio is at $210,595.81, currently about $220.77 in the green on the day change, which is about 0.10%. On the 2-year change, it's showing $22,485.57. That's about 11.95% in the green. We haven't actually been in this Schwab account for 2 years, but I have been investing, or in general, this portfolio has been or started in 2019 of January 2019. So about maybe that's about 4 years or so. So we've gotten some pretty good returns. If I show you guys here the positions, you'll see that the gains were at 82.57%. Capital appreciation, which is roughly about $91,544.15. Our actual cash balance is at $8,183.32. I am selling cash secured puts on SCHD, so I'm going to be using that as collateral that we have here. You'll see our cost base is at $110,868.34, and then overall the portfolio is $202,000. You'll see that here on the positions, we do have 2 covered calls on Apple, which we're actually managing. We're going to see what happens with these, especially remember I was mentioning to you guys in the previous updates that tech was overextended. We're finally starting to see that nice pullback. Hopefully we can get a very, very nice pullback further back, and I can manage some of these other positions that I'm in the money. Anyways, you'll see here that we do have a covered call on JP Morgan. I actually moved this one up. It's a covered call at 149 strike price. It expires all the way till the 25th of August, but that's okay because now JP Morgan's trading around 154, 155-ish or so. We're going to try to roll this up, continue to manage it. Then we have Altria, which I do have 100 shares, or at least over 100 shares, which I did place a covered call, collected a little bit of crumbs, but I just add that to the dividend, and that adds up and compounds over the long term. You'll see we do have Microsoft, which we're also managing. We have Nvidia, which we are managing as well. Then we have a couple companies that I'm going to eventually try to get to 100 shares, enable covered calls on these. And then the last one we do have is SCHD, guys, which we're currently at about 683 shares. shares, and we need to get this to 1,000 shares, so I need to focus on that. And then it's worth around almost $51,000, and you'll see we do have a cash secured put on SCHD. So what this means is that well, I guess let me show you. So I have a cash secured put. That means that I sold it at $73, so that means that I need $73 times 100. So each contract that you sell, it means you're controlling 100 shares. So $73 times 100 is $7,300. So I need that amount to be able to purchase 100 shares of SCHD. So what I'm telling by me selling a cash secured put is saying, hey, if SCHD by the 18th of August closes below $73, I will buy 100 shares of SCHD at $73. But for me to take that risk, you need to pay me a premium. So they paid me premium, total was $14.34. So if SCHD closes below that, I will get assigned 100 shares at $73, which for me, guys, I want to accumulate more shares, so that would be a win. Plus I also keep those $14, but let's say that SCHD closes above $73 on the 18th of August. I will just keep the $14.34, and they return my $7,300 back. They typically use that as collateral, is what they call it. But anyways, guys, if we look at the performance here, you'll see that we're up about $13,638.73, which we're moving in the upwards direction. Remember, guys, back here when everything was so uncertain, we were in the red, but I continue to dollar cost average, continue to stay focused, and this is starting to pay off. If we look here, 6.83% in the green, and that is awesome, guys. If we look at the investment income, guys, we're projected to make roughly about $4,119.84 yearly in the 12 months, averaging about $343.32. On September, we're projected to make roughly about $672.26, which is such a great amount. And then you'll see for October, about $274.59, and then November $83, which seems to actually go down. So that means the company's not paying out that month or hasn't announced one yet. If we look at the history here, though, you'll see that I do have it actually to start filtering out from the 6th of August all the way till the 12th. And then if we scroll all the way to the very bottom, you'll see that the first one here was that covered call we had from Altria a while back. It expired worthless just because it does show it. But on the 7th, guys, of August, I did buy $100 worth of Starbucks. So I bought almost one full share, which remember, they are going ex-dividend date. So that's one of my goals. Same thing on the 7th, I did another buy, which was Visa. Bought $100 worth of Visa here. Bought about 0.41 shares, and again, they are also going ex-dividend date, so trying to keep my goal straight. And then on the 7th, guys, we did do a sell to open, so I sold a covered call on Altria. So I sold it at $45.50 strike price. That expired on the 11th of August. They actually paid me $1, but so much in fees that it reduced it to 34 cents is what I earned. But that's okay, because that's 34 cents more on top of my dividend that Altria already pays. So just in general, for anybody that's new to covered calls, what this means is that I have 100 shares of Altria, and I'm willing to let them, or willing to sell them at $45.50 if by the 11th of August Altria closes above $45.50. But for me to take that risk, they're paying me $1 here, which is 34 cents after fees, of course. And then you'll see on the 8th that we do have I deposited $300, $100 to dollar cost average into the portfolio no matter what, and then the $200 for those other two companies that were going ex-dividend date. You'll see here on the 11th, guys, we did end up using those $100. I ended up going ahead and just purchasing 3 shares of Altria, because Altria did move down to about $43.74. So, you know, my covered call I placed at $45.50. That thing expired worthless. And anyways, we purchased a couple more shares. Eventually we'll get to 200 shares of Altria, enable 2 covered calls we can start selling. Such a beautiful thing with options, because it enables us to earn some extra income on top. You'll see here that the other one we did do is that we ended up having to roll our Nvidia covered call we do have. So what I did was I did a buy to close on the 11th of August. I bought back my covered call that was at 170 that expired on the 11th of August. I actually paid back $23,720.66, and then I did a sell to open, which was the roll. Stayed at the same exact strike price at 170, but moved it out till the 18th of August. They are getting close to earnings, so hopefully we get a nice pullback. Nvidia has already started moving downwards, and you'll see here that they paid us $23,737. So the difference between this, we made about $17 or so from this roll, and that's pretty great. The last one we did do here, guys, was the actual we did a buy to close on JP Morgan. So we had a covered call at 148, which was in the money, that expired on the 11th of August. We actually paid about $607.66 to close it and be able to roll it. So but right away we did a sell to open. We did a covered call at 149, so we moved up $1, which was great, but I did have to move it all the way till the 25th of August, which is about 2 weeks away from now. But they paid us $616.34. So the difference, we got to keep a mic, or we made about $9 or $8. And the beautiful thing about this is that I didn't have to pay this time. In the past couple Sundays, I've been actually paying to move up in strike price, which is around $100, but the difference in the premium, we were making slightly more money. But this is actually just a great thing instead of having to spend $100. Yeah, guys, this is what I have on the history. Let me show you guys how much we made in dividends for this week in passive income, and you'll see we made nothing, guys, but that's okay because we did collect 34 cents from Altria on that covered call. Yeah, this is a script I do have available for free. I'd actually need to make a tutorial for that, and that way you guys can take advantage of that. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video by seeing if we actually hit the $2 mark on the hourly work wage for the portfolio. So let's go ahead and jump over there. Alright, guys, so we're here at the dashboard. I went ahead already, have a copy of this over here so we can kind of see the difference, and you'll see here just in general for the options. Just wanted to go over that one more time. Options return 3.39% so far, which is great for me. Just extra little crumbs on top of the dividends, on top of the growth, and grows. I think in the long term it'll compound nicely. Options premium, we're about $13.69 in the negative, but that's okay. If we look at the options in general, you'll see that this week we actually were in the green because we made $25.51. The previous week, or the first week of August, we were in the negative, so the difference came out to be about $13.69. But total in general, if we account all the months here so far, $3,903.76, still above last year's, which was in 2022. And if we show you guys here the dividend payout, we can go ahead and kick off these scripts. So these are the companies assorted by ex-dividend date and as well the payout date. So if we're at 42, if we go here to portfolio tools, get latest dividends, this will get wiped. It'll go out and try to see if any of my companies in my portfolio announced dividends this week, and then we'll give it a second or two. And looks like guys that we did get one. I believe it was Costco. So on the 24th they are going ex-dividend date, so I will be having to purchase $100 worth of it, so that we can I'll probably purchase it on the 23rd. That way I can meet the ex-dividend date and get paid out that quarter, plus reinvest the drip of the dividend, and it'll compound nicely. So we'll see what happens with that, guys. I'm going to definitely be investing a little bit more money into these and allowing that to compound nicely. But if we look at the settings here, we can go ahead and get rid of this, which is just a copy of the portfolio holdings from last week. So let's go ahead and jump over to Empower, which has the latest purchases of our portfolio or positions from this past week. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, guys, so we're here at Empower on my Schwab account. You'll see the green button. It's called copy holdings. Click on it. This copies the positions or content into the clipboard of my portfolio. You can right click, paste special values back in here, and then paste it. So that has all our purchases we made and all our rolls. And then if we go over here to holdings, this is the old snapshot from last week. But once we go over here to portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, go ahead and this will actually get wiped out, and it'll parse out the new stuff we pasted. So let's go ahead and do that. So you'll give it a second or two. There it goes. We can jump back over here to the dashboard and we'll see if we break it. And awesome, guys, we did break the $2 mark on the hourly work wage. So again, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $2 per hour. Eventually we're going to try to get this to minimum wage, but we'll see how long that takes. That'll be such a huge milestone, guys. But $2 right now, our portfolio is going and getting paid. Again, the other thing is that we do get a tax benefit. All these dividends in my portfolio do become long-term or qualified dividends, so we're going to get some great tax benefits there, especially if you're not working and you make below 40,000. There's some great tax benefits there. But anyways, here on the projected dividend yield, we do have 1.97%. So we did go down, and that's probably because the portfolio moved slightly up. And then you'll see on the yield on cost, we're at 3.75% compared to 3.93%. And then hourly, yearly, we're projected to make $4,156.57 compared to the $4,142.43. So we went up about $14 or so. And then monthly, we're projected to make $346.38 compared to $345.20. Remember, we're trying to get this to about $375 to about $400. We'll see where we end up by the end of the year. Weekly, we're getting very close to $80, guys. So $79.93. And then on the day, we did go up about 4 pennies, so $11.39. Hourly work wage, hourly, this is every hour that goes by, this is what our portfolio is generating, 47 cents. So that is pretty great, guys. And then of course the hourly work wage, $2, which is a huge milestone, guys. There is a subscriber that is going to be opening a beer and drinking one for me for $2 mark. We finally hit it. And yeah, guys, this is actually all I have for you guys in this portfolio update. Let me know what you guys did this past week. Definitely would love to know in the comment section, and definitely love the interactions. Don't forget to subscribe with that bell notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark, and drop a big thumbs up on the video. Definitely goes a long way. Definitely appreciate it. And if you stuck all the way to the very end, go ahead and drop a hashtag $2, because guys, we finally hit the $2 mark on the hourly work wage, which is a huge milestone, and doesn't seem like a lot, but guys, that's gonna compound very, very nicely in the long term. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.